All right, Winter Madness 2025. My name is Kenny Riley. I'm joined with Mr. Jack Bedke after his matchup. Jack, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day. A tough match this morning, but it's still Gimme Golf Club. You can't be mad with a day like this.
I know it. I'm happy to have you join us in the booth today, but we are ready for our 2 p.m. matchup, Mr. Will Schatz versus Dylan Keeven.
Yes, the battle of the reps. I'm excited to
Yes.
see what we have. I think this is a tough golf course, and it's going to put them up for it.
A couple of OEM reps. We got Mr. TaylorMade and Mr. Cobra. Okay, we are going to go onto the screen here to take a look at the pop situation. A solo pop on hole 16 for Dylan Keeven. Mr. Will Schatz has 0 shots, so it's going to be an interesting matchup, playing pretty much straight up until that 16th hole. But let's go ahead and get this match started, Jack.
Yeah, let's send it to the bay.
All right, ceremonious handshake here. Both the Mr. Miyagi versus the Daniel-san Grasshopper. Looks like that, there's some history here, Jack.
Yeah, that was not a good to see a handshake. It was let's quick and get to it. So we'll see how this first hole turns out.
All right, Dylan's got the box here. Par 4, 371 yards here. Both these players are pretty tight. They have full control over this golf ball, so it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Smooth swing to start.
All right, Dylan Keeven's heading up the center of the fairway. Great shot. Will, just 1 second. Little housekeeping here. Bay 2.
Center line, though. Good way to start the first hole.
Show me center line. Dylan Keeven coming in at just about 10 minutes before his tee time. Asked if he had time for a small bucket. We did oblige, making sure that everybody is warmed up and well equipped for their matchup here today. Ready, Ryan? Thank you, buddy. All right, Mr. Will Schatz here is on the box. Hole number 1, Cape Wickham here in Australia. Tasmania, to be specific.
Going down under. Do expect Will to be using the screen a lot today. He does like to use TrackMan to its maximum potential.
Technology is key. He is Mr. Consistency, though. Ooh, looks like a little pop up here, headed left. Looks like it's going to be short enough. He's going to find some fairway, but going to give him a little bit more than he'd like to play into this hole, Jack.
A little too much pizza in that box for just a normal dinner.
There's some pizza left in that box for sure. But 184 yards, nothing that he can't handle. It's going to have a slightly uphill lie. As you can see on that color-coded green, everything up to the pin is going to be an uphill battle to get that to that landing area. But Will's probably got a 4 or 5 iron here and give it his best shot.
Smooth pass through the ball.
All right, it's headed up the left side, trying to cut back in, but he's going to find himself just green side. He's going to have an interesting little chip there, but knows his wedges, so no issues there. Just under 100 yards left in for Dylan Keeven for his second here at number 1. Flat lie. Can't ask for anything better than this.
I mean, this is position A. I mean, he is all go. He is looking for the center of the green to put the pressure on for Mr. Schatz.
Not too much that he's got to worry about there. Not too protected of a green, but a smooth swing should deliver a nice result. It's on a great line, Jack.
It's all over
that
pin.
Oh, boy.
Light the lamp. Sit.
Oh,
what
boy.
a golf shot.
Coming out hot, Dylan Keeven. Birdie's hole number 1.
This man brought the sniper to the gunfight.
So Will's got his 3rd shot here. Obviously a dunk is possible. Using that TrackMan technology.
I don't think Will was going for that circle. I think he was going for center of the green, and he found perfection.
Oh, a little
flubber.
A little flubber. That frog's hair is very real. I don't know if Dan Stretch is in the building, but Will decides to wave the flag and head on to number 2.
A lot of holes left. I don't see any issue with that. Just take the medicine and go to 2.
All right, hole 2 is a beautiful par 4, Jack. 355 yards downhill, about 20 feet. So giving these guys a little extra firepower to kind of get to that speed slot.
And we'll see most of the time here in Tasmania that that water is going to be on the right side. So it is not a cut course by any means.
It's a water feature, but it's not a feature that you want to find yourself in.
No,
doubt.
And I can attest to that looking back on my match. You do not want to be with those sharks.
All right, Dylan Keeven with a healthy swing.
Oh.
He's going to love this. Just a little fade heading towards the center of the fairway. Looks
Stay
like
away from the bunker.
It's going to be enough room to not have anything to do with that.
3 shots, 3 perfection.
267 yards right down central. Very, very good.
If he gets the ball like that, it could be a very quick match.
Also, the interesting thing, Will has been super consistent through his Winter Madness matches. Doesn't make too many mistakes. Obviously, we saw a few on the first hole, but I think he's going to put those behind him, hit a little auto-delete, and start this fresh here at the second hole.
Very intentional with everything that he does do on the box. Much better than the first hole.
Yeah, that's more like it. It's a great swing, Will.
Very nice.
Nicely done. Traveling just neck and neck with his partner. It's going to be the first to go, but both players hitting it over 260 yards, leaving us with just about 100 yards in. Will giving the optical pat down here of the situation that he's found himself in. Always tapping the screen, making sure that he knows exactly what's going on. A couple spectators flowing into the Gimme Golf Club here in St. Charles.
Rain outside, but sunny, beautiful day here in the clubhouse.
It's always
never makes a difference.
Always 72 and perfect inside the Gimme Club. All right, Will has found his weapon. Stepping in for this 100-yard shot here. Pretty flat lie. I don't think he's got to worry about anything as far as this ball moving from the lie.
Nice swing.
All right, it's on a great line.
Be the number.
Punches in and stays. Stay. Yeah, responds.
He does not
with
get a
birdie.
free T-shirt. No free T-shirt, but he gets the birdie.
I love to see it. All right, Dylan got the pressure on him. 90 yards. Kind of got a little free preview there from Will's shot. See if he can control this little sand wedge and park it right next to Will. Also on a great line. Ooh. Battle of the shots.
Oh, my.
Wow. Parks it inside of Will. 2 birdies, no blood.
Wow.
Dylan Keeven remains 1 up through 2 holes.
This may turn into the Red Roof because they are keeping the light on here. I mean, they are lighting the lamp.
The Red Roof in, absolutely.
I mean,
all right, Keeven has the box at our first par 3, Jack, measuring in at 202 yards. Huge green.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a spine that runs through the first third of this green, so anything that doesn't get back to the hole is going to kind of fall back to the left side. Dylan's been pretty surgical here with the irons, so excited to see this swing.
nice tempo there.
All right, it's on a good line, heading a little left, but should dig in here. Yes, distance control is fantastic for Mr. Keeven.
He does appear to be happy despite now knowing he did not birdie all 18 holes.
Ruined it. You ruined it.
You can't birdie hole now, Dylan.
All right, Will doing the drop down and seeing the hole as it sits. All right, grabs his golf ball from his caddy, bends down, puts it on the peg, starts his warm-up.
I can't appreciate the drone view. I don't know if I'll ever get to Australia, so seeing this course from the different angles is very nice to see.
Absolutely. Electing for hybrid here, 202 yards with the wind. Looking like he's trying to carve it in, headed left and staying left.
He's got to sit down.
All right, just needs to, okay. In that first cut of rough, Jack, so he's actually got a little bit better of a lie than he would have if he stayed in that collection area. So he's got a good amount of room before the pin. So I think this is a pretty good chip for Will. 36 yards, nothing too crazy as far as the power of the spin, but does need this to release towards the hole. Long is not a great play here.
That drone view shows that green's very flat up there. I mean, he's literally just looking at tempo and pace on this ball. Shouldn't expect a lot of movement out of it. He does look like he's going to play it up here just a little bit and try and get to sit down.
Ooh, no. Okay, uncharacteristic shot here from Will, but does stay, so does have an opportunity here to chip this in for his third.
The golf world would call that an S word, but we are not going
to
breach
that.
it.
We're not going to say that. Yes. Hotel Artemis here. We do not talk that kind of language in this building. All right, chips off. Okay, Juz missed the gimme circle, so another one for Dylan Keeven. Puts in his pocket, bringing him 2 up through 3 holes, and we're headed to the 4th.
I was hoping for a Kevin Spizak there with the hole out. Man has patented that hole out ability, so I'm looking forward to this 4 o'clock match to see if the streaks stay alive.
He's had a hole out in every Winter Madness match that he's had so far. Pretty incredible, but that'll be our 4 o'clock match. Be sure to tune in for that one. That'll be a goodie.
I think if it happens today, I think he's got to go to the trademark office and start putting some numbers down. So,
all right, Keeven on the box, 432-yard par 4. All right, little push, but there's fairway over there, Jack. So he's going to be happy nonetheless. Finding the short stuff, giving him maybe trying to take on that angle there, give him a little bit shorter into this hole.
He did fail to hit a perfect shot on this hole. He missed it by about a half an inch. So he is human, we have realized now on the 4th hole.
Another beautiful drone look, seeing the lighthouse in the distance.
Would have loved some kangaroos. Could be a future update we might see. But a little wallaby maybe.
A little koala. Hunter, they are absolutely cold. The slot machines are cold today. You took all the fun out of them. All right, Will Schatz, 432 yards. Okay, looks a little low and left, but fading back. Okay, gonna be
get a bounce.
He's gonna be happy with that. Well done, nice shot. Putting his ball out there about 260 yards. Gonna be very happy with that result. And he will be up again, as we saw Dylan just taking a couple of feet off of this hole.
With the medium firmness on the TrackMan today, those low shots really do work. Getting the run is crucial.
Especially this course is anything but flat. So catching a couple speed slots are definitely a play for strategy. All right, Will's, again, might be a little downhill, or I'm sorry, a little uphill lie here, but green's going to be down, compressed about 16 feet. So the only thing I would say is this pin is tucked all the way in the back. it would be a very aggressive play to get it all the way to there, flying it. But judging on how he's going to play this shot, could get a little release and have it scurry up next to that hole.
Yeah, I'm curious here on this directly west to east wind as well. If it pushes him just a little too far, he could fall into a nasty collection area.
All right, sounds like a good swing, but it is just a little push there.
Yep.
Stays short of any real trouble, so he's going to have an okay chip coming back onto the green here at 4.
A beautiful view of the concourse here. 3 wonderful bays, all situated next to each other with the peak performance of TrackMan.
Concourse, I like that, Jack. Absolutely. All right, Dylan's shot is off. Looks on a great line, just left of the pin. Needs to settle.
Pull the zipper just a little bit.
Okay. Just about 5 or 6 paces off the back left of this green. Nothing too wild, but gonna go over here to Will, looking like he's tight lie off the apron here on the front side of this green, but he's got about 26 yards. Looks like he's gonna try to hit this one a little low and have it kill some speed off of that fringe and develop towards the hole.
A real chip off here. I mean, you could see a big swing here of a 3 up to 1 up on just one simple shot here. Wedges are where TrackMan inside golf really comes alive.
All right, trundling. Oh, it was a nice play, but is exiting the gimme circle, so will be in for a bogey. This is a shot for Dylan. His 3rd shot. Anything in the circle, give him this hole.
I think the thick line might help him here keep this ball slow, as that green is going to run away from him.
Needs to settle. Okay, does victim of the roll there. Obviously just pushed him outside of the gimme circle. Both players record a bogey here. Match remains 2 up for Mr. Dylan Keeven through 4 holes. Yes. Cody's always practicing.
Big week here for the Gimme Golf Club with playoffs starting. I'm excited to see where we take this week ahead. Ready for the course to be released and to see the competition start. That regular season, it is kind of like a pillow fight of grudge matches, but this is where the show comes alive.
Dylan Keeven, 362 yards. All right, asking for a cut. Asking for it to cut. All right, does find that first cut of rough, but
He's just fine.
hit well, 270 yards, so advancing nonetheless. Yes, the playoffs, everybody makes the playoffs in Winter League inside for TrackMan, so as Jack eloquently put, it is a one big pillow fight, but now it's going to be a knife fight.
Yeah, I mean, the car hits the road at this point. You're either going to lay the rubber down or you're going to get run over. Is where we see.
All right, 5th hole, 362 yards. Will golf ball. Couple waggles. All right, hit well. Yep. Right up central. Looks like it's going to get a little kick here. Kicking. Yeah. Kika.
Center.
268 yards. Well done for Mr. Will Schatz. All right, Dylan's looking at his first kind of uncomfortable lie here on the left side of this hole. 100 yards out, Jack. Power looks like it's going to be okay. The spin slightly down, so nothing really to alarm on, but does need to hit a solid shot here to see if he can.
Yeah, I think from this angle with this lie, the pin really comes out of play for him.
All right, let's head a little right and see if we can bring it back in. Okay, safely aboard. No problem.
That is the name of the game, greens in regulation.
Yes, safely on. Dylan in for par. Will's got a chance to grab one back here. So as you can see the color-coded green here, that front area is going to be a little thumbprint, or actually, yeah, right there.
Oh, look
so
at that.
anything left and short may have an ability to come actually back towards the player off the green. So got to carry that first hump to get it safely aboard.
He cannot ask for a better situation here. I mean, he's got a flat lie, 100 yards. Wind is going to help his cut just a little bit. I mean, this is a go time for him. He needs to try and get a birdie and take one back.
I agree. It's time to drop the gear and scramble to get that point back. All right, shot is off. It's on a good line, Jack. It's on a great line. Oh, rips back and see if it stays. And it does.
2 pars for these gentlemen.
Both player record a par. We are on to hole 6.
I think that's a great shot there. Just didn't get the bounce he was looking for. We head to the first of the par 5s today.
First one for the players to experience, and it's going to be a pretty easy one, Jack. I think this one's measuring at about 445 yards.
Yeah, easy tee shot. I mean, lots of green space out there. Really just trying to take a nice, healthy pass at the ball.
All right, healthy rip here. Going to land in the promised land. Going to go ahead and have a great look at the pin.
Easy
the
does
left
it.
side. All right, Mr. Will, Schatz.
One of the things you'll pick up here on Will is, I don't know if it's a Tiger thing, but he's very big on firing the glutes. You notice as he warms up and steps onto the ball, he really sees to engage his hips and figure out his lower half. We'll take a look here when he gets up to the ball from the drone view. You'll notice right before he really goes for his swings, he locks in his hips just ever so slightly.
I
There it
concur.
is.
All right. Will's off. Needs to just carry a touch or get a kick. Okay, he's fine.
Oh.
Well done. Gets caught up there, but better than the ladder. So will be first up here, 258 yards out. Does catch a slight rough lie. I think that's more of a technicality, but I don't think that's going to affect his ball too much. The lie is going to be a little downhill, so could cause his golf ball to head and veer right.
Curious to see if Will can get it all the way there, being downwind. We've just received word that Mr. Schulte is watching us while watching a basketball game. Thank you for thinking of us during these times.
You can't double stamp a triple stamp. He's watching a game while watching another game.
Yeah.
Love you, pal. All right, Will approaching, locking in, hips and glutes. Second shot.
Ooh, low.
All right, let's see if we can cut for him. Oh. All right.
It's a par 5, so
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
he's okay there.
He's got plenty of golf on this whole left, so
Clearly
sneaking
wasn't
his
going
way up.
for it. I think with this extra distance, though, Dylan is in a go zone here at 222. I think he's going to try and put this ball on the green and secure himself a birdie.
Yeah, I think that this has got to be the play here. Is anything on is an auto birdie, so having the distance to be able to do that, I don't think that this is much more than a hybrid for Mr. Keeven. All right, well struck on a good line.
Oh, show me the green.
It's big fat green, but he's hit it well, and it leads to settle in, and it does.
Yeah, he
A
is
birdie
thrilled with that.
for Mr. Keeven.
You could not ask for two better shots there on the par 5.
Sorry, our Zamboni is a little malfunction there, but that was an exogenous sound coming from the Gimme Golf Course. All right, Will's left with 78 yards, slightly uphill. I'm going to need to jar something pretty close here to compat.
We need to red roof this and light the lamp. We need to
he's got
leave the
it.
light on.
He's surgical with the wedges. Let's see if he can pull this one off.
He did move his target line just a little bit, but I don't know if that will be enough with this lie.
He's got a little extra wind helping, so this just needs to dial in distance. All right, shot is off. Looks pretty good.
Come on, do it.
Do it.
Spin.
Rip back.
Come on.
It's trying, folks. Oh.
Oh.
Well executed golf shot. Unfortunately, does not rip back far enough. Mr. Keeven grabs a 3rd point here through 6 holes.
You do got to say, Kenny, I mean, that 2-mile-an-hour helping wind, that might have been the difference there.
Might have been that. Yeah, carried it a little too far and didn't
Yeah.
have enough. But it was a great line, great shot. And we are here at hole number 7, second par 3 in this front 9.
Dylan does take a 3-up lead here as we head into this big par 3. A lot of things happen on these par 3s. You can change a script quick.
Yeah, the par 3s are kind of the most interesting of them all because they can be penalizing more than they are. Being aggressive is not always the easy case there, but looks like
that is
Dylan
aggressive.
is taking this head on. And
light the lamp.
wow.
Oh,
Wow.
my.
That's incredible. What a golf shot. Dylan Keeven, absolute class here. Puts it within 5 feet.
He's currently 4 under, Kenny.
He's playing golf today. Checked in today, said, hey, I'm a hockey player, but I'm playing golf today, and he is sure doing just that.
I mean, I got to be honest. I mean, some of these pro players get to the course 2-3 hours before the match. This man showed up 10 minutes early.
I had to even send him a text. I said, you know you're playing today, right? All right, Will, up on the par 3 here. Giving his best effort here.
He's got to hit a good shot here. We'll look for those hips to engage right before he swings.
139 yards, striking distance.
Okay.
All right, a little headed left, asking for it to come right. Oh, looks like he's try to bounce.
Sit.
Oh, it does find the fairway bunker. I'm sorry, greenside bunker. He's got a little lip issue.
This is, I mean, if he holds this out, I mean, that's a mood changer for the remainder of the match. This would be a shot of the day.
Anything is possible in Winter Madness.
What a great view of someone stretching there in the background. I'm not sure who that is, but form was very nice to see.
Mr. Dan Stretch doing exactly as his name represents, stretching. All right, Will. Greenside bunker. So on a good line, just hits a little too hard. Worried about getting out of that bunker.
Yeah, it's just a no-win situation. You got to get it up and also get it only 10 yards. That's just tough.
Not much else you could do there. So it does wave the flag, and we are headed to the next. Hole 8 coming at you. Dylan Keeven grabs another one. 4 up through 7 holes.
I don't necessarily know if Will's playing bad here. It's just Dylan's playing so good, he's forcing Will's hand in a lot of these shots.
Not making any mistakes.
No.
That's 4 under for Dylan Keeven. So golfing his ball.
Yeah. It's one thing to hit the ball well, but when your playing partners hit it this well, you got to try and chase them in a sense.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing with match play is, kind of trying to like throttle up to your competitor. So it's always interesting. All right, Dylan does miss the fairway here, but finds himself in a somewhat open native grass lie, but we'll have to see that when the crew gets up to the golf ball to check that lie out.
I would say, Kenny, that could be a little PBF, a post birdie, but I mean, he's already birdied 4 times. This is the first chink in the armor that we've seen here on hole 8.
I like that PBF. We usually call those ABFUs. After birdie, you can figure out the rest.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he is still being able to hit his golf ball for his second shot. Will addressing his golf ball here at number 8.
Let's see a good shot here. Will put the gas on.
All right, healthy swing here. Be a cut. Be a cut. Asking for it to cut. All right, does find himself in some thick vegetation here.
Yeah, I don't know what the Australian terminology would be for this, but it does not look fun.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get a stance here. Obviously, that ball is going to be below his feet at 186 yards. This ball will be affected by this lie. Now, there's always a question with the technology. Obviously, you would want to hit something to the number. I don't think it's going to be as easy to get a higher, a low iron through something like this, but looks like he's going to take the hybrid. So, again, you just never know out of these lies, Jack.
Yeah. With this course set up, the 2 bunkers stacked in front of him, I think idealistically he wants this ball to jump out right and almost land just short of the green, allow himself for a chip, because it's going to be tough to fly the ball on the green from here.
Yeah, I think he's understanding that the ball will go right, so maybe just trying to have it run and chase.
The hybrid gets out.
It does, and it's on an okay line.
Oh, it
splits the bunkers. All right. Good swing. Well, showing some signs of life here and staying with it, staying hungry. Got to stay patient.
We'll pause for a little station identification for Loopers Pub. If you're not drinking at Loopers, are you even drinking?
No, you're not. Great logo, nice little touch there from our friends at Loopers Pub, located at the locally famous Gimme Golf Club.
Come visit the mayor. He is looking for a nice tip. Great service over there. He's got an election coming up, and those campaign dollars go the extra mile for him.
All right, Dylan, coming out of that right side rough, is going to find some trouble. Oh. Okay. Tables are turning here, Jack.
I would have to choose Mr. Schatz' ball between these two. Even though these bunkers can be forgiving here on TrackMan from time to time, there's something about that lip that's going to, I think, play with Dylan's head just ever so slightly.
Yeah, it's about a 6-foot drop into that bunker, so that lip it's going to cause some issues. But, again, at the caliber of both of these players, I think that it's not anything that they have to worry too much about. But Will is going to kind of try to play the hillside over here. As you can see, that red portion of the green is going to push everything back towards the hole. So probably landing this about 25 yards and letting the green take the rest.
Solid contact.
Okay, looks good. Looks good. Let's go. Do it, Will.
Win.
Go! The man is back. Holding out from 38 yards. Well done.
Baby.
Incredible.
Let that marinate on the screen for a second.
Well done from Will Schatz, saying I'm still here and I'm coming for you.
Just perfection.
Winter Madness 2025. You've got it all. All right.
I mean, I haven't seen a shot that well since the Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl.
Dylan on, but giving one back to Mr. Will Schatz, bringing this match 3 up through 8 holes. Let's go, baby.
Love to see it.
That Wagon Bowl was an incredible event, wasn't it,
The Flint,
Jack?
Michigan Mega Bowl.
Jackie Moon?
Jackie,
player coach.
It was the origination of what we refer to as the alley-oop in today's world.
Okay, here we go. Another par 5. 507 yards, Jack. Downhill. Got a lot of potential here. Will grabs that tee box back. All right, hit hard, but hit left. Needs to cut
down.
All right, finding some of that thickness. Maybe he is one with the thickness now, and maybe he can figure out. Got to watch out for the wildlife there. I've got Jeff Walton to my right saying that there are snakes here, and they are mean. All right, Dylan. Tee shot here at number 9, 507 yards. All right, plays a nice little cut, looking pretty darn good. Lands his ball about 270 yards, and it's just making its way downtown.
I gotta say, Kenny, this course and these fairways, I'd be really curious to see how the golf carts would be, because, I mean, you really be hitting your head on the ceiling with some of these fairways.
Yeah.
They are up and down.
They take your license before you you rent these golf carts. All right, great shot from Dylan there. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here to Mr. Will Schatz's current lie.
Give a shout out to Ken Witherby there. I mean, what a phenomenal fan. I mean, he's been here all day. A true class act through and through.
Jackie Moon's teammate was from Peoria, Illinois, per the famous Tropics player introductions. Scootsy. Will Schatz, 278 yards. Just looking to get out of danger here. And well executed. Plays it safely into the center of the fairway here. Well done.
That was a doctor-recommended shot. Just taking the medicine.
We traded him for our washing machine.
All right. 201.
Dylan has already shown that he has a propensity for these longer iron shots in here. I think it was the first par 3, about 200 yards, placed one pretty darn well. So,
the key to this hole isn't really the length of this par 5. It's that green.
It's very small.
Just so small.
Little thumbnail there, but.
What a view.
All right, Dylan heading a little left. Needs to. Oh, there it is. Auto-correcting. And. Okay, flies over the flag. Well done. On in 2. So that is a birdie. This guy is on a run here.
I am starting to run out of fingers, Kenny. I don't know if I can count all these birdies.
You've got 10, Jack. Jack, have you ever been punched in the jejunum?
Not in a long time, Kenny.
Been punched in the armpit once. In the wrist twice. All right, enough to... Dick Pepperfield. All right, 86 yards here for Will Schatz. Third shot. Par 5.
It sounded low.
Looks like it's on a good line. Could tumble in. Go! Oh, okay. Does catch the short side. Left it in the first cut here, so he's got a chance to chip this in. Just 10 yards off of the front of the green. Pin is right in front of him, so does have a better ability to dunk this.
I think one of the big thing with TrackMan and your wedges is learning how far to take back that club for that number, and I just don't think Will got the club far enough back on that swing. It just came out low on him.
Looks good, folks.
Can you do it again?
George!
Oh, my.
Back-to-back chip-ins. Back-to-back chip-ins for Will Schatz. He is on fire. He is heating up. Let's go, baby.
As DJ Khaled would said, another one.
Another one. Yeah, putting is for the birds. All right, Dylan's had enough of that celebration and clicks the button, and we are on to the next.
My, oh, my.
It is a push, folks. Dylan Keeven does remain at 3 up, but Will does grab the tee box. Exactly, Benjamin. What?
Kevin Spizek might be worried if he's watching this. He was ready to have a trademark patented, and Will Schatz is blowing up his plans.
Absolutely. Cobra does make wedges. I think that's what Will's chipping within. Some snake bites. Yes, Will is tachycardic right now. His heart rate is through the roof.
Seeing these chip-ins, Kenny, I think there may be something to this drone view we see him visit time and time again.
Yeah.
The
He's got a
calculations.
system. Rough to cups. Love it, David. Love it. The consistency knows no boundaries. He does not need it anymore. Will's putter is for sale. I'll just use his wedge. All right, Will.
Trying to lighten up the bag, going to 13 clubs.
Less than driver here. Downhill about 82 feet. Shot is headed a little left. Okay.
Oh, no.
He is just on Yanksville off the tee today, but again, short game is coming in clutch. He's right where he wants to be. All right, Keeven electing for the big dog. 347 yards.
Point out here, Kenny, even with back-to-back chip-ins, Keeven is still 3 up.
Yes, commanding lead and a great swing. This thing is hit hard, straight down the gut.
Get a run.
This could be something interessante. 323 yards. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Jeff. All right, give him the wedge.
Okay, I'm starting to think here. He may be hitting it into the shrubbery as a Cobra man to hang out with the snakes.
Yeah.
I mean, Australia is known
for
for
the cobras.
its, yeah.
I think it's all symbiotic.
He is very one with the process.
Half pipe hole doesn't matter because Dylan hit it straight down the pipe. Now, interesting here.
Kenny, do you think Tony Hawk would be a good golfer? I don't know if I've ever thought about that.
I think he'd
before.
hang out here at number 10 for a while for sure.
Yeah.
All right, 108 yards coming from the deep rough. We do have a wedge in hand, folks. It could be a pretty incredible scene here.
I am hoping with this Sydney in Australia thing, we might see Sydney Sweeney out on the course today from her recent movie. That would really spice up the afternoon.
All right, Will's shot is looking pretty good. Trundle on. Trundle!
Oh.
All right, he's on
Great
board.
shot.
Well done.
Recovered well. I think he is disappointed there. He didn't
It's
make
like
it.
I didn't hole out. What do you mean? What?
Surprised he did not just play it short so he could chip it in.
All right, Keeven's looking at 25 yards here for his second shot. Incredible drive, but see if he can convert here. Obviously, anything on the green is going to be a push, but I think this is an option for him.
Glove off here, Kenny, which I don't know if I've seen earlier yet today.
Needs the feel. All right, well judged. Needs to sit. Oh! Okay, tries to hole it out himself, but does miss the gimme circle. Both players do record a par here, so no blood. Dylan does remain 3 up through 10 holes. Only one single pop here on this this golf course for Mr. Keeven is located on hole 16. Love this hole. It's a par 3 here. Protected green. Pin's tucked all the way back up on the right side. I guess it's right middle, but you get a little interaction here with the ocean. A little walking path in front of you. Only 147 yards, Jack.
Yeah, I think this is one of those holes that it's a lot easier on the TrackMan than real life. That water rushing on the left, it can play with your head when you're standing on that tee box in real life. And I can speak for myself this morning. I saw it when I was on that tee box. It sits there and it lets you know, hey, I'm hanging out on this hole.
Don't go left, don't go left, don't go left. All right, looks like it's a good shot off the club. Getting better. On a great line, just got to go.
Oh.
Okay, does land on the green. Great line, just not enough firepower to get back to that pin. Little Mando,
Okay, our regional
Mando
producer
smash
here
there.
just let us know that a key fact of Will is earlier this match he was struggling with the wedges. He did have 2 of those S words that we don't speak of in the Gimme Golf Club, and then proceeds to have 2 chip-ins. I mean, that is a man who understands that there's 18 holes in a match.
All right, Keeven showing his stuff. Headed left.
Sit down.
And hit hard. Needs to get down. All right, does catch the collar on the backside, so going to be fighting to secure his par here.
I know the shot all too well, Kenny. This is the exact spot I was in, and I'm going to really hope Mr. Keeven does better than me because I did not light that lamp.
All right, Dylan, just about 18 yards. Does need to get this probably almost, I would say, a couple of paces before that gimme circle. Oh, plays it low and running and really well judged. Great shot for Dylan. Does record his par. No blood. Both players with a 3 here at 11. We are headed to hole 12. 16.
A little risk reward in this hole, Kenny. Sitting at 302. You can go for it, but if you miss short, you will be hanging out with the fishes.
Yeah, it's I don't know if that is going to be the line of choice.
It'd be a tall order for either one of these gentlemen sitting off the tee, normally around 250 to 270. I think 302 just might be too much sandwich to bite.
The force carry is just not, I don't think it's going to be worth anything as far as them chasing after that. So staying right, giving himself a good number to play into is going to be the play.
Tempo time, just
great
feathers
swing.
it out there. He couldn't have ran out there and put it in a better spot.
All right, 52 spectators joining us here on YouTube for the live stream of Winter Madness 2025. Thank you for being here.
You know, Kenny, I think these people are more than spectators. I think they're true patrons. They're patrons of the game, and they're patrons of this society.
Everybody's welcome here at the Gimme Golf Club. All right, Dylan Keeven. Shot is off. Taking a little less than driver. Needs to get down and stay away from that trouble. Looks like it's going to be just fine. All right, fairway lie, clean living.
Kind of a tricky pin position here, Kenny. It looks very receptive, but I'd be surprised if someone can wiggle one into the zone here. I think it would really show a testament to the wedge game if somebody can hold the circle here. Yeah,
left with 91 yards, so it's a nice Nice chip here, but takes it up top. It's on a good line. Will it be enough? All right, distance is pretty darn good, but it is outside that gimme circle, so.
That ridge there in front of Will's line just changes this shot ever so slightly. I think he needs to get this ball up versus normally he likes to take things in a little bit lower. That false front, though, could give him issues if he doesn't do that. But being so calculated, Will, I think he's thought through this shot 2 times at least now and knows his game plan through and through.
Yeah, he needs to carry it over that ridge or else it's just going to come straight back to him, so. 66 yards. All right, looks like a good line here. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Oh!
Stop!
Sit!
All right, well done. There's a fist pump from Will Schatz.
That's one of the better shots I've seen today.
That's a great birdie. Grabs 1 point back. Dylan's lead goes to 2 up through 12 holes. All right, so par 5. Plenty of fairway, Jack.
Just massive. You missed the fairway here. You really screwed the pooch, as my dad would say.
We don't do that anymore, right? All right. Will on the box has the honors here after that birdie.
I'd love to see Will get the ball here in the middle of the fairway. He's had the tugs just ever so slightly off the tee box. See if he can get a little balance, get those hips locked in, and make a clean pass through the ball.
All right, does. Yep.
There
Finds
it
a
is.
great swing. Center of the fairway. Well done. All right, Dylan's got to be pretty fired up giving one back to his opponent there, so interested to see if we get a little extra out of this one.
This is one long hole, Kenny.
All right, Dylan headed left, asking for his little fade. It's trying, but it's going to land in the fairway, but trundle into that first cut, Jack.
Yes.
No big deal. Shatley, you're killing me. I said we don't do that anymore. It's okay.
We just saw 2 pretty decent tee shots. I'd say even very good tee shots. These gentlemen are still over 300 yards out.
Yeah, par 5s here. You know, there's one that was gettable, but the rest of them are large farvas for sure. So Will going ahead and taking a fairway medal out of the fresh cut here. So
I'm curious to see if these gentlemen let the big dog eat any drivers off the deck here. I imagine with the consistency and stableness, they're just going to be 3 woods, poke one out there and move on.
I agree. I think it's just getting it close to a number that they can play into. All right, Will's headed left again. Okay, needs to settle in. Settle in. Settle in. Okay. So playing for some unknown lie there for Mr. Will Schatz, but Dylan's got 290 yards out.
Starting to see just a little frustration from Will with those longer clubs. I mean, obviously, inside 100 yards, the man can't miss, but I think he's really hoping for the game to come through and through.
The competitive aspect of Winter Madness does get to the best of players, so Dylan taking an iron off, staying clear of anything left. He's going to be short of any trouble, so he's going to give himself a good look.
Recommended medicine right there.
Staying patient. All right, Will we can see his golf ball. It is in the deep rough, but has a straight shot at the pin here. So I think all in all, this is a good break for him.
Yeah. Angle is very, very appeasing. Nice wind to complement his swing. Just ultimately comes out of how does that ball fly through that fescue?
Yeah, it's all about the release. It's seeing how this ball's going to escape this, but I do think he's going to be rewarded here. It could have been worse, so.
I do gotta say, I think this would be a course you'd really want to play with pants on. That fescue could really get tickly on the knees.
Absolutely.
With shorts on.
Got to protect the gams. ...129 yards out here for Will. All right, shot looks like it does look like it affected his shot there. So just stay short of this trouble. Stay short.
Oh.
All right, finds himself on the bunker surround, but
that's just one of the things that you just never know with those lies is if it just comes out dead like that. For our friends looking at home, what we're looking at is that bottom left corner with the power and the spin. That's ultimately going to determine how that ball flies when it first makes contact. And so we see that fairway advantage of 100-100.
All right, Dylan is headed right. Needs to just settle in and grab a piece. Okay, does get a friendly kick. Running back towards the pin, so Dylan is on. In for his par. All right, this is a little precarious lie here, Jack.
Yeah, I would say I'd rather be in the bunker here instead of this downhill lie because it's going to be really hard to get the ball up and to stop with just 22 yards.
I think it's the opposite. More importantly, are you supposed to be here right now, Nick? I'm good.
All right, 22 yards. This is in his wheelhouse, so has the ability here, but has to overcome this lie here, so.
A nice view of the patrons here in the Gimme Golf Club.
Everybody coming in and rooting for their fellow competitors here.
A couple gentlemen enjoying the lovely lagers of Looper's Pub.
All right, Chip. All right, Charles over. Do it.
Do it.
Oh my goodness. Almost accomplishes a third chip in, hits the flag, and saves his par.
Oh
this is unreal. This is Winter Madness at its best, folks. Will is beside himself. Holy moly.
Kenny, I can't tell if he's mad that it didn't go in or that he's upset that he mishit that shot. I mean, it's a good thing the pin got in the way.
It was.
That was flying a long ways.
Luck is earned.
I have to think back to COVID rules. I mean, COVID rules, that would have counted.
A couple of course records were set during the COVID year.
Some phenomenal
unbeknownst to the real rules of golf, but they live in some players' hearts for sure. All right. Number 14, 401-yard par 4, downhill, 44 yards, elevated tee box here, Jack. This hole is a sidewinder right to left, so looks like they've got anything over, there's a hill probably around 270, and if they can get it past that, it's going to go on a roller coaster ride down towards the hole. All right, it's another left shot here for Will. Just get lucky. Get lucky.
Get a bounce.
Okay, yes. Yes.
I think the big thing here is on the second shot for this hole is short is actually a great spot to be. The fairway will feed the ball onto the green.
All right, wasting no time. Dylan hit well, but needs to just carry just a touch here. Just go. All right. Oh, this is a terrible lie. If this were in real life.
Put a carabiner on
Yeah, Dylan would be swiping up above his head to hit this golf ball, but TrackMan rules abide, and he will be playing off a flat, perfect lie inside a toasty bay. All right, Will left with 142 yards. It's going to be a little bit of a hook lie here, Jack. He's got plenty of room right of this pin, and like you had said, Jack, anything short is going to
Just
feed
fall
towards the hole.
It's beautiful how it lines up with the tower in the background, right over the pin. I mean, you think in real life getting a nice target to aim at, that's something that really would help this shot.
Sounded a little clunky, headed left, but could get a kick here. Give him a hop. Yes. Oh, go, 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 go. Okay, does avert danger and gives himself a look, and Will does love to putt on the simulator, so this could be a nice opportunity for him.
One hell of a stance.
So this is a wild stance here. Again, as I had mentioned before, if this was in real life, he would be swatting above his head to try to hit this golf ball or elect to hit it lefty. But this ball is going to be hard left out of this lie, so he is aiming fairly right.
You can't aim far enough right because you might hit the ground when it launches. But this ball has left. I mean, it is a NASCAR shot. It is going left all day.
All right, there we go. He's aimed adequately. Let's go.
Sit.
All right, does find and hopefully staying. Okay, he is on the green.
Kenny, I think if
Well
you give him
done.
100 balls there in real life, I don't think he does that.
I tell you what, I don't know how he could even try to swing at that golf ball in real life. Ball above his hat, Adam.
Yeah, a ball above the belt at all is just never a good thing.
No one wants to swing lefty.
Mr. Spizak comes in behind us. This gentleman is known for his hole outs. Quickly to be
ready to
changed,
rock.
though, by
Boom.
Mr. Schatz. As we take a look back to the green here, Mr. Schatz has another chance to hole out.
All right, third shot here for Will, just 8 yards off the surface.
We see putter, Kenny.
Oh, he loves to putt. He loves the putter here. Looks
off.
like it's a good line. Do it!
Oh!
All right, kisses the hole on the low side, but does stay in the gimme circle.
All lip and no
It is
hole.
2 pars. Setting the stage for the next 4 holes, the last 4 holes, Jack.
Correct.
These players are duking it out. It has been a epic battle. Hole outs, long drives, crazy lies. We get it all here at Winter Madness.
We do, and the amount of birdies, it's just been astonishing. I mean, these gentlemen aren't faltering. They are going out and winning holes, which we love to see. Next hole is really big with the pop here, or excuse me, 16
Yes.
with that pop. Truth be told, I really hope these aren't the last 4 holes. I want some free golf, and I think
Extras.
I think that's what the people want. I want some competition going into the home stretch.
Lead 8, folks. This is where you see all of the talent, and this is where it all comes down to it. They're going to leave it all out on the golf course. Will Schatz on the box.
Can you handle the pressure?
571-yard par 5. All right, hit well.
It's a beautiful
Up the left
swing.
side, just a little draw here. It's going to get a bounce. And yes, well done for Will
Loves it.
Schatz. All right, Dylan is eager to get up to this golf ball.
I do have to say, Kenny, as you get closer into these final 4 holes, I think the heart rate does start to creep up, and so we'll see how these gentlemen manage the increased pressure.
All right, Dylan headed up the left side. Not fading. Needs to grab a piece here. All right, well struck, but as you had said before, chinks in the armor are becoming more and more aware. Will's left with 316 yards now. This hole is about 40 yards down, so anything he can go and ridge up the right side of this fairway is going to track towards the screen.
Yeah, normally, Kenny, I'm not opposed to the doctor recommended medicine on a long shot like this, but based on how this hole shapes out, I really think there's an advantage to ripping a wood here and trying to get it down that right side and freeing yourself for an easier wedge shot.
Yeah, chasing it up there has got to be the play, especially being, points down. This is the time to drop it here. Jack giving us the eagle eye views of all the experiences on this golf course, having played this not only 2 hours ago. All right, Will with the fairway wood. It's a well-struck golf shot up the right side. See if it's going to just jump for him. All right, stays on that upper tier. It's going to give him a good look, Jack.
Yeah, I think that was exactly the play he was looking for.
All right, Dylan's got a little different story here.
Curious to see if Dylan takes a little bit bigger approach. I think he's got a little bit more distance than Will. That could play dividends if he takes it.
All right, Dylan approaching his golf ball.
He's got an iron in hand. I have to say, Kenny, I find this curious.
Sounded a little thin, but he's going to be good nonetheless.
It doesn't hurt him at all.
I think it's going to give him a
flat lie.
Yeah, I was going to say the left side of this is going to be the flatter of the two, but he will have to go first for his third shot here into the par 5. Left with 118 yards, Jack.
Yeah, that's where I was going for it. You take a wood there, you put yourself potentially into maybe 70 or 80 yards. That's that for some people that's two different clubs, and it really changes the way you can approach and attack this pin placement.
So if I'm Dylan here, and this is a full shot here, probably a sand wedge, maybe a gap wedge, but as he elected to push this past the pin, so probably looking for a little bit of a backspin here once it hits the green. All right, I like the starting line. Okay, this could be really good.
Just a smooth, safe shot.
Okay, yeah, aiming to hit the green, which he has done, in for his par.
Being 2 up, you can play that way, Kenny. I think he just said, I'm going to take my par. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to look at 16 with a smile on my face.
Correct. I think that this is an interesting situation for Will. Obviously, his third shot has the ability to put it into the gimme circle for the extra point here, but I think Dylan played it safe and pushed the ball into his playing partner's side of the court.
Yeah, Kenny, I'm surprised. It wouldn't surprise me, I should say, that if Will's planning to leave the ball short here, with the knowledge he has a good shot of chipping it in, probably wouldn't be the professional recommendation, but I mean, you never know with the skills this man has with the wedge right now.
117 yards. I got to see that this has got to be similar to Dylan's shot, just getting it on the green. All right, taking it outright. Smart play, drawing back. Looks really good. See if it's got enough to just jump forward. Go. Okay. All right.
It's a great swing.
Straddling that conservative shot with the aggressive shot, but on for his par. Dylan Keeven remains 2 up, and we are entering the 16th hole, where Dylan does receive an extra bullet.
We do head into 16 with Dylan's pop here. It completely changes the situation here. I mean, Dylan really can sit back and play this hole as safe as possible and just protect the lead if he wants to, or he can decide, hey, this is it. I don't want to go to 17 or 18.
Beautiful shot here of the Winter Madness board. Obviously, these 2 Elite 8 competitors looking at advancing into that Final 4 spot. Will shots on the box. 419-yard par 4. Obviously, everything wanting to go towards the water here. Hard left to right. All right, good swing from Will.
That might be his best drive of the day.
Headed up the left side, should canter right, and it does just perfectly.
That's
It's
his
going to
best
be
drive of the
pretty
day when he
happy with
needed
that.
it.
It's going to trundle down to a flat area. Really well done for Will. Probably catch just a touch of that.
Kenny, speaking on experience here, that trundle there really doesn't play to an advantage because he will have a pretty sideways lie, as I saw for myself, and that ball shoots right, and it does want to hang out with the fishes a little bit too much. Not familiar with the aquatic areas here, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a great region of turtles or sharks. Or
Turtles and sharks, they have them all here in Australia, but Dylan Keeven here, ready to hit his golf ball. Powerful shot, left to right.
Well, that
Looks
might
like
carry it.
it's gonna kick, but hopefully keeps him into the short stuff. All right, on the right side of this hole as well, but pushing his opponent to take the first shot here at the par 4 on 16. Dylan is playing with an extra pop in his back pocket, so here we go. A shout out to our production crew working overtime, getting all these angles for the matchup here at 2 o'clock. Hopefully the viewers logged in and on multiple devices at their home, or whoever knows, at a basketball game, who knows. But thank you all for being here and tuning in. Will's got 174 yards.
And again, as I referenced that box on the next to the ball, that's showing how severe of a slope this ball is sitting on, and we do not see Mr. Schatz moving his target line. He does put this ball at risk of flaring right. So we'll see. Maybe he might put a draw swing on the ball.
That's good. Again, Jack was saying from experience this ball's going to want to go right. Will's had a little lefts today, so maybe that's an even out here. Oh, okay. Ball is off to the right. Yes way.
Oh my gosh.
And he's back on in play.
It's going to go on the green. It is on the green.
Incredible. Incredible. Mutters no way off the club, and yes way, it is on the green.
Unbelievable.
I have no words.
I mean, that is incredible. For him to have known that rock was shaped that way is just remarkable.
Before the round, Will was fashioning that rock to have the perfect angle.
Yep.
Jump that golf ball out of trouble and back onto the land.
That is precision, Will. That is precision.
I can honestly say, Kenny, I would have liked that bounce in my match. Mine went drastically the other direction, though.
All right, Dylan crafting this shot in, headed left, and needs to stay away from that path.
Okay.
Okay,
You see,
gravel path.
He was aiming good 20, 30 yards left, which I think is pretty fair.
All right, this is Keeven's third shot. 20 yards up on top of the hill off a gravel lie. This is a tough shot. It's going to be anybody's game here.
Adam, I can't agree with you more. I've seen a shot that was worth a pop.
Oh, he does it.
Go in. Oh, my gosh.
Kisses the hole, but does remain in the gimme circle. A great swing.
That is 2 pars.
2 pars, no blood. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
That's
Dylan Keeven pops.
That will make the
That
match.
is it. And here it is. Bay 2 in the
We
books.
see the handshake.
Congratulations, Dylan Keeven, for surviving and advancing Winter Madness 2025. A nod of the cap to Will Schatz, playing an unreal round. rocks, chip-ins, all of the works. We're going to head to the pen can. Mr. Dylan Keeven snatching that Sharpie. Going ahead and solidifying his way into the Final Four of Winter Madness 2025.
Kenny, I'd love to pan to that scoreboard. I mean, he started off so hot. I'm curious what he shot.
Yeah, so looks like Dylan.
33 on the front.
33 on the front. Had 1, 2, 3, 4 birdies on the front. Insane round.
Wow.
It's incredible. Winter Madness.
It's the best golf.
It's amazing. Jack, this is the craziest round of Winter Madness. You had it all. You had chip-ins. You've had rocks. You've had everything that Cape Wickham has to offer, and Dylan Keeven survives and advances. What do you think of this matchup?
It was a phenomenal match. I mean, from the first hole, these gentlemen were ready to go. There was no warm-up. This was, we're ready to hit birdies, and we're ready to light the lamp. I mean, one of the best matches of the tournament by far. Truly cool to see how they took this course and made it their own with every way, and I'm excited to see the next round for Dylan because he's hot right now. He's feeling the stick.
Playing great golf, had 4 birdies. Unreal game from both players. Will showing some incredible aggressiveness. We're going to head over and get ready for our 4 p.m. matchup.
Yes.
Please tune in again. It's only getting crazier as these matches progress, but we are done for now. Jack, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir. I
and
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys at 4 p.m.
Yeah.